welcome to the land of Prova. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition homebrewed adventure, and today we are back from a long hiatus after being sick and all a bunch of other stuff going on, back into the lands of Elderhold. So, yes, at the end of our last session, you guys had worked your way all the way, very painstakingly, over to the great merchant's inner sanctum, as it were. There we go.
Yes.
And whilst there was a whole bunch of...
laughing our asses off.
There was a whole bunch of these traps and things in this room, and eventually they made their way all the way in to find a diadem in the middle of the room. At which point, I believe Xerath was the one who decided it would be a fantastic idea to break open this protection around the diadem, and thus, with the blood of the turtle that was way back in the Scarred Lands, was able to crack open this protective shield around the diadem, at which point he cast Disintegrate, and the diadem started to fade and destroy and fall apart, and there was a point of success where everybody felt really, really good. And then the DM smiled and said, the diadem changes forms into the one creature that was holding the great merchant back. It was his master, as it were, of the vessel, right? Vessel for genies. Genies have vessels. The owner of the vessel, basically. And he just poofs into existence just for a moment before he just disintegrates completely. And the great merchant laughs as his laugh echoes out throughout the hall and just says, "Thank you for all that you've done. I've been wanting to get rid of him for quite some time, and now he's finally gone. And thank you for bringing the turtle's blood to me. I couldn't have done it without you."
Someone's got to move the plot forward.
Yeah. So what is it you guys want to do?
Where are we?
Oh, I'll get your minis.
I throw up off the side.
I can't find a picture, so I didn't take.
I mean, yeah, this is pretty,
I don't think we were like
We
in
were all
combat
in the
or
middle.
anything.
it's pretty
You're not
shocking.
in combat.
We're just kind of
Upsetting.
vibing. Bad vibes.
At this moment, all
We don't
the
see him, right? We just
it's
like
just
feel
this
his
empty room.
omniscient presence.
Exactly. And like this whole place, this whole pocket dimension that he was in seemed to have like some kind of like an ominous feel this whole time you've been in it, but now it just seems like free and relaxed and excited, and the whole place is just completely changed. As a matter of fact, all the other thousands of traps that were everywhere just click, and they are now completely undone. This whole room is free for you to run around and do what you
It's just more
so
trickery.
decide.
Perfect.
I don't listen to him. I don't believe it.
What was
Just-
the other thing we saw the other way? Because there were two paths for us to follow.
Yes.
The other way there was like movement.
Yes. I want to say someone sent a familiar or something down that road, right?
Oh, Christy.
Yes. Down that road was just another path, and there were some other guards and things that were running around in those areas. It was like a bridge, a very long and skinny bridge.
It's the only other path that we have before us.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Isn't there like a gate or something right here?
Those are two different doors.
One we came in and one to leave.
Yep.
Keep going forward.
Get on
Another
my
trick. No more bullshit. I don't believe it.
Do the littlest one ride with me? Either of you want to ride with me?
Sure. Yeah.
What do we
I
ride?
have my broom.
Oh.
My usual steed.
Oh.
You gonna bring
Alright.
the porpoise out?
Nah.
The porpoise.
Yeah, where's Atlas 74?
The porpoise is not named Atlas. It's rude to even insinuate that.
Well,
actually.
your
Atlas is.
hippogriff?
Yeah.
Griffin, whatever.
I'm being honest, I like the porpoise more than the griffin. No
Me too.
offense.
Yeah.
Porpoise did more.
Didn't make
Well,
it.
onward. Let's go.
Yeah. Go for you, fearless
Chat
leader.
gave me a really
Yeah.
brilliant idea. I shall put that into my pocket.
I kick the next door open and push onward.
Excellent.
On to find this pesky merchant and end him.
As you cut open push through that next door, you are faced with the following.
Whoa.
Aren't these?
This entire room
I don't know everybody.
is very much wide open, and there's these small squares that are in place that look as though they're hovering over a complete and utter abyss.
Oh, good.
There are several doors, and there is a little platform off to your right. Every once in a while, you feel an enormous wind cut through the entire room and then go back into this strange portal off to the side.
I don't think we want to go into that portal.
Is it actually like spirit bombing out there?
Yeah, just kind of running around and then goes right back to where it was. As it does, each one of the platforms that is making up the floor of this room seem to sway slightly as this whirlwind basically comes through the room.
Zeris, do you have any sort of timing device on you?
It's similar to wind.
Timing?
Yeah.
Can I try and bonus act use my storm
Stop
watch
blade
or
and try and
hourglass.
So we
I don't
can
know.
time
a little bubble
That's
around
really
us,
nice.
essentially?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Go ahead and use
You're the only
charisma
man of science I know.
for your spell.
Sure, I was.
Go ahead and roll for charisma like you would a spell.
Were you trying to
attack?
Yeah, like to attack. Let's use that.
you trying to charm the supernova?
I am trying to use
Jump
my
in.
ability to control the wind so we don't
Is it
fucking
wind?
die. Yeah. 27.
27. You cast it out, and where is it exactly you're casting it out at?
I just want to, so with Storm Guide, I can control the wind in a 100-foot radius sphere of myself.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to essentially try and, like, Avatar the Last Airbender, make a wind bubble around us, so when the wind comes to fuck with us, it just goes around. I essentially just want to be, like, a little stopgap, so the wind just goes around us.
Okay.
It doesn't bother us as we try and move across these platforms.
As you're waiting for the magical tornado to make its way back around towards you, you guys are sitting at that doorway. You do sense that it is cutting down a percentage of the force, but it's not removing it entirely, and it's still pretty powerful.
Can I time how long it takes for it to go out and around?
Absolutely. You realize, as far as turns order are concerned, you could make it possibly 2 turns. But after 2 turns, it's going to wipe out through the entire room. Its turn is the entire room.
And so 2 portals, one on each
2
end.
portals on the platform.
1 platform.
And they portal
And does
of
the
death.
wind hit the platform as well?
It does. Do an intelligence check. Like investigation or perception. Either one.
Perception? Yeah, I got perception. Perceptive.
How far is it from here to
Ooh,
here?
no, not perceptive.
23
12?
for investigation.
23?
For investigation, yeah.
I got a 16 for perception.
Okay, 16 perception.
12.
12 perception?
Yeah.
You're noticing something is happening over there on that
Yeah,
platform.
the wind's blowing.
But it's just really difficult to see. With yours, you're seeing something. It's catching your eye, but it's the force of it as it's coming around is just too forceful. But there is something significant happening in that corner. And you did investigation,
Yeah.
and you got over 20.
Yes.
With your investigation, you realize that very faintly there is a shimmer as it whips around that corner. You can see it hitting the sides of almost like a wall. And you have the educated guess to think that there's some kind of a field that's there holding back the force of this tornado thing running through this room.
I'll let everybody know.
Can I shoot some arrows into the like whirlwind and see
Mm-hmm.
how they travel?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So as it comes out, it starts spinning out again. You see this arrow fly through, and it manages to hit right at the. Actually, let's just do a roll to hit. Let's see exactly where you hit this thing.
That's pissed off. Pocket dimension we're in.
21.
21. As it hits, it almost looks like it's going to catch on fire, but before it does, it just takes the trajectory of the arrow and it spins it out of control and throws the arrow not in a straight line whatsoever, but just kind of haphazardly up against one of the walls. So your idea is that If you get close to this thing, it's going to do some damage.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that you're doing these tests, I'm going to tell you that that look of almost catching on fire gives you the sense that if it hits you, there's going to be damage that's going to be taken. Not just being thrown off one of these little plinths into the middle of the abyss.
Well, if we want to wait 10 minutes, I can summon a griffin and very fast fly speed get us to one of these portals very quickly before this thing hits.
It's 95 feet from this corner to that portal.
So that's one turn of dashing for a griffin done through the portal.
Yeah, I can make it there in one turn as well.
So that's the plan?
We can be right behind you on the griffin. I just need 10 minutes to summon one.
Okay. So you guys take some time. Anything else you guys want to do? Any little tests while the 10 minutes is going?
I do that while they're doing their tests and such.
Yeah, I want to do like the detect magic, just to see what kind of magics are in this area.
This is going to be a very high roll. Do an Arcana check.
I'll guidance you.
Oh, and guidance.
And
D4.
A D4?
Yeah.
Who's going to create them?
I'll just keep trying with the wind to try and get a better control of it.
That way I
Okay.
can't be held
Because it's just a
responsible.
bonus action.
Yeah, but it's up to you to try and read it.
It's just
3.
intuitive to my
So
class.
15 plus
Okay.
17 is
So I just want to like
32.
try and get in tune with
Plus
this
3,
wind to
35.
see if I can like.
What was the number?
35.
35?
Yeah.
Ooh, good job.
Plus
Um,
17.
Wizard. Smart.
When you first start to do some like your checks with your magic to see what's going on with this room, you are overwhelmed by the amount of information that you get, and so the space.
We just see him over in the
It's-
corner in his notes. He's just like furiously writing.
There's not just this empty space that's below. There seems to be
No,
something
yeah.
else down at the bottom. You're not exactly sure what that is at the bottom, but your mind would most likely go back to when you guys were near the castle in that little pocket dimension. When things hit that pocket dimension or that little bubble, it incinerated anything that was there. It's the same type of an idea, like some kind of a barrier, but you're not sure exactly what it does. As far as the whirlwind itself, it has a lot of force damage in it, and it's also got a lot of fire also within it as well. If that thing hits you, you're going to be taking force damage, fire damage, and you're also going to have to be doing some dexterity saving throws to make sure you stay on the platforms. Since the platforms are slick, that will be done at disadvantage or be tossed.
There you go. It scares me when he smiles like this.
Mm-hmm. You also notice that the portal itself, that's off the big one that's sitting on the ground basically, it's shoving things in there. That's teleportation. So it's grabbing and throwing and collecting and shoving, not just
I don't want to go on the garbage chute.
Teleportation, not plane shift.
not plane shift, teleportation.
Okay. Which means into nothing. Into the abyss. Because it's a pocket dimension.
It's a pocket dimension.
That's just into far nowhere.
Who knows?
Go in there and find out.
Here it is.
All right.
No, I'm trying to tune into
You'll
the
be
wind.
the first to know what it is to be out in the middle of nowhere,
I'm trying to tune
and
into
then
the
you'll
wind.
die.
Maybe it's
Um,
your luck.
Make a better bubble for us to not be.
Do another
I'll never find that.
your charisma attack. And let's see where you're at then.
Can I guidance myself this time?
Absolutely.
Since I've been like
You're intentionally trying to
meditating,
dissect
thinking
this
about
room.
it, tuning in to the forces of nature. Ooh, much better. 15 plus 17.
Oh, excellent.
32.
32.
32, you're getting the idea that it's not just about creating the wind, but going in the same direction as the tornado itself.
Move with the flow. not
Move
against
with
it.
the flow, not against the flow, which is what your problem was last time. Now that you've made this connection, you are going to roll naturally and no longer at disadvantage. And you're going to get a +3 to your rolls if they're within your aura of windliness.
All right.
At this point, you hear this griffin materialize behind you. The griffin, actually, when it materializes, almost
It's got
looks
a beak, right? What a call.
drunk for a moment as it like hits the ground and like loses its feet underneath it, but then manages to shake its head and kind of get back up on its feet. Almost like it wasn't expecting to be thrown in this specific area, but hey, it's fine. Yeah, and it looks for
Spent
orders.
10 minutes calling you here, telling you exactly what to do. If you weren't paying attention.
What's this one's name?
Atlan.
Just going through the letters of the alphabet, just changing the last letter at all times. Nice. Okay, yeah. So you guys are ready to start moving. What do you do?
We'll go first.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Lead the charge.
Okay, so you're getting on the Griffin. Who else is on the
Stay
Griffin?
within 20 feet of me. Because
You
I have
Can hurry up.
I have my bubble of.
Stay on my ass. We're going 80 feet.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Okay, so who's all on the Griffin?
Oh, jeez.
Us two.
Just the two of you?
Oh, yeah.
But they're on the broom behind us.
And Namana.
We got somebody
Okay.
else?
Chris.
Okay,
Oh,
Namada's also
yeah.
with you.
Yeah, I've never met him. What?
He wasn't invited on the Griffin.
Yeah.
All right, so the Griffin is the two of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The
The broom.
the broom is you and
It's
Namada.
got 3 people on it.
And
Yeah.
the two of you guys are.
No, we're on the broom.
Yeah, I have the littles. Because they're
Namada?
like
Yeah.
100 pounds combined.
Okay.
Try to be fat.
Let's have Namada go with
Sure,
you
that's
guys
right.
then. It'll be a tight squeeze, but I think you guys could make it.
The Griffin
You have a
can
great
do it
rat.
just fine.
They're heavy.
All right, so who wants to go first, and when do you want to go?
Well,
As soon as the
as soon as he tells me, he's been timing it for the last
yeah,
10
I'm gonna
minutes.
give him the
So
best time possible.
Okay, which portal are you going to be going towards, or where are you going exactly?
We can make it in a single.
This one closer. No,
I don't want to go near that one.
it's just a sparkly hole.
Where are you going?
It's just a sparkly hole.
It's glorious, really. Think about it.
That's-
That's a
I
that's
want to go to
that's
that
the
one.
glorious.
I vote for that one. That one or
That's
the
like
platform.
mine.
Okay, let's put that one down.
Okay, going for this one over here.
Yeah, and that
That's the
way,
most
if we can't get, if
starless
something
sentence.
unexpected happens
It's just
upon us
very
entering
cold.
this room, then we could just go for the platform as backup.
Okay. And where's the broom team going?
Oh, we're
I will
following.
be
Just following?
directly
Split the
behind
party, you cowards. Go on this one.
Sir Pavel. You won't get my windshield then. I don't know. I've been thinking.
We ain't scared.
No, we're gonna stick together. He wants to split us up. He wants us to fight
Alright.
each other.
What?
Go to that one.
Me?
All together now.
All right, so you're going when? When the tornado is
When I'm gonna
popping
give
up?
whenever the best timing is.
Since
Based
we-
on-
whenever
Do
we
an
have the-
intelligence
Since
check.
he got like
based
a
on-
36 Arcana. Guidance.
You can decide or you can roll.
Okay.
It's your it's your choice.
No. Yeah, we're gonna roll.
We're gonna roll.
Where's the beef?
Oh yeah. Where's that teardrop?
Here we go. I'll give it to you. Since I gave you the guidance.
So afraid of my dice misbehaving.
19.
19.
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah, just straight
Okay,
intelligence.
yeah, 19.
So your best guess is that after the tornado pops up and it makes its way around, it actually goes further away from the door that you guys are at, comes back around, which means as soon as it gets past there, you have more time to follow it. So if you make a large arc, you can get to that portal
Okay.
and have more time theoretically.
Ah.
That's your best guess with the 19. Anything else?
Oh hell no.
I trust Zareth
I trust
implicitly.
Sarah on the intelligence checks.
I'm going through the math with you guys too, even though you don't know what it means.
I'm like, Yeah. Carry the
Half
knife.
Yeah.
beautiful
Carry
mind,
the knife.
half goodwill hunting.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
literally.
rolled-
You're
You know it's
just
upside
like
down, right?
doing equations.
I just rolled a
and
3
I'm
on my
just like,
We're
intelligence
just like
a
Harold
little-
and
He's
Kumar.
brilliant.
A little, you
Yeah.
literally.
You would
And
follow
then
this man
with
anyway.
my bonus of
You just
a
quietly
plus
hear
0.
Absolutely. You've never been
In the
so
background.
confident in your friend
It's
before.
actually not a 9, that's a G, but okay. Just keep going.
There's letters
What
in
if-
that now? Since when? I keep that internally.
All right, you guys ready?
Mordai has a nosebleed.
All right. The Griffin's in the lead, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Griffin takes off as fast as it possibly can, right when the tornado is right level with the door. That way you have enough room and space to follow it around to get through the cavern. You enter into the room, and as you do, these guys follow immediately afterwards. Everybody's racing as fast as they possibly can. Griffin has a flying speed of 80, and then the speed
I
of the
have 50.
50. So you're just lagging behind slightly. As you guys enter into the room, everybody feels this jolt of the gravity in this room is completely moving in different directions, it feels like. Everybody has to do a Constitution saving throw.
You're all within my aura, so +5.
Does my bubble help us in this regard, or is this for a different effect entirely?
Different effect.
Control
entirely.
wind, not gravity.
That's right.
Hey. I can ask questions.
28.
All right.
It's a
28.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
22.
Save. Mark.
Almost.
18.
18, fail.
With +5.
Yeah.
I got 33.
Save.
28. Oh, so plus your 5?
Yeah.
30.
Oh, they're ahead of you.
No, we're staying within each other's auras.
Okay, so you're slowing yourself down to 50 feet?
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Okay.
30.
Yeah, doing +5.
28 plus 5.
33.
You're on the
On the broom.
Back
on the
on
broom.
Yes.
As soon as everybody enters into the room, what you guys feel like is that the entire room itself is actually spinning.
My tail's around.
And the gravity is always staying at the bottom, but because everything is spinning, you always feel like you're in the wrong position. It doesn't take everybody a moment to kind of hold on to themselves and right themselves, although it's getting harder to see.
I do a slow
But-
barrel roll.
Slow barrel roll as you come in. However, Mark's character immediately throws up and throws over everybody that is inside of on the broom.
All down my back.
You
I'm
can
I'm
control
pissed.
wind.
I'm so pissed.
Blow that in the air.
Yeah, can I
You
try
didn't
and
even try to go the
can I
other
try and
direction.
redirect it at Starla?
You're in the front, man. You're
All
It's
in your
just all
hair.
down my back.
Oh, it's in your
I'm
helmet.
so mad, bitch.
Yeah, everywhere.
My long, gorgeous white braid.
Yep.
Extra chunky.
It is now chunky braid.
What did you eat this morning?
Same thing I eat every morning. Weed.
So it's just vile?
I feel like
It's
you
just
shouldn't
vile?
be
Oh,
vomiting.
yeah, maybe that's why
Nice.
you're throwing up today.
There it is.
Came out of the mansion, I think, this morning, right? So you had some big meal.
There you go. Bacon, eggs.
Yeah. all the
Toast.
stuff.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
You're fine.
All right. However, Mark, you are going to take 10 points of damage. It takes you a lot to get yourself under control. And even though you're under control now because they're spinning along with the room, it's kind of like being on the teacups. You can feel it, and you can fight it, but the longer you're in the room, the worse it's gonna get.
You don't need to hurt
No,
that.
yo, I'm in that teacup, like spinning it faster. Like, yeah.
Let's do some dexterity saving throws for our movements here. Just
Dex?
from yep.
I have a +12.
Wait for me
You're
or
driving, Gordon.
for
Yes.
me or the Griffin?
The Griffin.
He's got
And the
better dex
driver
than
or
me.
the best
I'll give the Griffin
dex
balance.
person on your vehicle.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
I'm
20.
focusing on protecting us from the wind.
Ooh,
She's driving.
not very good.
Oh, yes. I love that.
Wait, is it a save or a check?
It's safe.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
better. I
plus
think.
12. And if we can add his 5, then it's 25.
Okay, 25.
Yeah,
And then what'd you get for your Griffin?
15. Wait, no. He gets my bonus too. He's my
He's
buddy.
+5, yeah.
Yeah, 20.
20.
Let's go.
You guys enter into the room. You're trying to go pretty quickly. The room disorientation kind of throws you off a little bit. With your 21, right?
25.
25. You don't get as close to that portal as these guys do because they just got a regular 20. And as you get closer to the main portal that's on the ground, you feel that it's trying its hardest to grab a hold of you. You end up moving just slightly off course, but manage to hold on and pull it back in. You are speeding as fast as you possibly can, following this tornado, basically running through the room.
Oh, I'm not actually.
Also spinning yourself, trying to keep in level with it.
Imagine
And
going
you-
through all of this, but keeping your foot a little bit off the pedal, because you got some slow ass behind you in your caravan. You're like, come on!
That sucks.
We gotta go!
I'm also in your ear, like, speed up. You're not going the speed limit.
Leave them!
You're not even going the speed limit.
As you head straight towards the portal on the other end, you jet straight through, and these guys follow right afterwards. As you guys do, you realize you are back on that side of the room. It is a portal to enter into the same side, and as you do, and you come through, everybody do. Let's do
That means that tornado going to be right
intelligence. Let's do investigation.
Investigation? Can I do perception?
Investigation.
God.
Yeah, I do perception.
Or perception. Either one is fine.
27.
Because my investigation.
Investigation?
This.
Say that was for
Well,
the griffin.
perception.
He's very
27.
27, okay.
Ooh,
So you see it.
27.
29 investigation.
29 investigation.
14.
14, you see nothing. You're just trying to hold in the rest of your
Yeah.
lunch.
8.
Nothing.
27.
27. My people who got over 22, with investigation, you realize that the room has shifted slightly. That there is a difference, even though you can't really tell exactly what that difference is. There is a difference in this room. The perception people see that this is that portal, or not portal, the frame around that box has become more visible.
On the platform.
On that platform, and the door leading out is gone.
Okay.
So this door is gone,
That door is gone.
That door's still
and
there.
this is more open.
It's
More
more
visible.
What's in the box?
You see, as you're contemplating, the swirl of the tornado is about to come back out. You gotta make a decision.
Flying to the platform.
Yeah, I'll ask over here.
Okay. Let's do another Constitution saving throw once again, followed by a Dexterity saving throw for our people who are riding.
Can they get to the platform in time, or do we have to leave them?
How
we all
fast?
get there on time.
50.
50, 5,
From
10,
here?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Can't we just go back
100
through
for a
it
dash.
and come out there?
This one's
5,
gone.
10, 15, 20, 25,
No, they
30,
said this
40,
one's
40,
gone.
45,
That one's
50.
gone.
Yeah, so can't
You
we
make
just
it
go
to
back
the
through?
last,
This guy, like right here.
on that first trail, you make it to the end. That's 100 feet.
Here?
Yep.
Damn.
And we only have one turn.
And you only have one turn. And the portal is about to
I will-
open.
But we can make it, right? We go full
That's
speed.
100 feet. You have
160?
160.
Yeah.
So another 60,
Sorry,
5,
guys.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You are right in front of the...
Yeah, we would fly like this. 5,
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 65, 80.
Why don't we just go back through this?
100.
I
Oh,
was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
teleport
120, 125, 130. We
Thunder
definitely would make it to the platform.
Excellent.
160.
Let's do our Constitution saving throws first.
Okay. Is this for the wind or for the gravity?
Gravity.
Do we get the +5 or no?
He took off on you.
Okay, 19.
19, you start getting sick.
17.
17, sick.
17.
Oh, wait. You're with +5 because you're together.
Oh, 22.
All right, you're saved.
Oh.
15.
15.
No, 17.
17, you sick.
21.
21. People on the Griffin are doing awesome. They're like, what's wrong with
I
everybody
rolled
else?
horrible.
27.
Actually.
I have high con.
So from the back, you hear two other people just losing it in the back.
Huh? No, one's in the front, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was in the front and you're... Oh.
Finn is
I'm
the front.
driving.
Oh, you get a
Oh,
baseball too.
yeah, so it's all in the front and they're all hitting you in the back.
I'm so.
Oh man!
I
He's
hate-
throwing
I
up.
hate
He's coming
both
back
of
at
you.
you. He's throwing up again on you.
Oh.
I hate both.
There ain't enough
I'm gonna
representation
drown
for
you
that.
both.
That room is in shambles,
Lysol.
Pavel.
The two of you guys lose another 7 points of your health.
Ooh, that'd be loud.
You're losing morality to live, really.
Honestly, I'm gonna make a con save for myself to see if this makes me.
Okay, that's
Because I feel like that's fair. Get thrown up on 3 times, you're gonna be.
Within 12 seconds.
18 or higher.
I rolled an 18 on the dice and I had +12 to my con save.
All right, so it's a close thing.
You iron
30.
iron stomach, you.
You're pretty sure you got some of it in your mouth. You're not really 100%
You're so
sure.
disgusted. You can't even bring yourself
I just
to do
turn
it.
and like hawk a loogie and just like keep flying.
But the unexpected gravity, you don't even know, and just throws it right back at you.
No, I hope it get. I want to try and get one of you two with my wind. See if I can
Nice.
just aim it.
No, actually, with your wind, it's making it worse because it's going around trying to protect you, which means all this throw up
They
is
have a
just
smelly bubble.
It's
Yeah.
totally
Monsters will never fuck with us now
You guys are disgusting.
because we're vile.
All
It's
right.
harder to see because everything's going badly. All right, let's do for our riders. Let's go ahead and do dexterity saving throws.
You guys land on a
Dex?
platform?
I'll get to you in a minute.
No, I'm asking, do y'all land on one of these platforms out here? Or do y'all stay on
I'm
the broom?
gonna teleport us once it's my turn.
Okay.
22.
22.
I rolled a natural 1.
You feel you have control of the. It's just him. Just her.
Oh, okay, cool. Great. Super great. Love that for me.
You're throwing up, but you're keeping control.
I don't know.
Okay.
But you feel like with the 22, if you gotten one less, you would have lost control of this whole thing. You managed to get to, since you're the one driving, are you going to land on that platform, or are you going to just stay in the air because the tornado is coming behind you?
Land.
Okay.
And lay down.
Okay, so you land as hard as you can and start grabbing a hold, still holding onto the
Stop,
boom.
drop, and roll! Do I get a turn? Can I just thunderstep us over here? 90 feet?
Where at? Into the square?
To be next to Pavel.
Into that platform of magical protection
I'm going to...
that's stopping all magic from entering it.
Let's do a dexterity saving throw. You want low numbers.
I want a low number for my dex save.
Natural 20.
Interesting. I just rolled a 1 on this dice, so.
This is your reaction time.
16.
Plus? No bonus, because he's way already over there.
For dex, plus 2.
Is it saving throw or
saving throw? Plus 4 then. So 20.
20.
That was close.
30-20.
Let's have you roll it with advantage.
Me?
Yeah, just to see how close he gets to you. We're going to make this a contested roll.
With advantage.
Does he want higher than me?
You want him to roll higher than you.
Okay.
I definitely didn't.
You're
Dex
making a
saving
dex?
Yep.
Did you add your 5 to it?
Yeah, guess what? With my 5, what my bonus is? 5.
5 is your number? Nice.
14 is what I got.
All right, so he beat you, and you beat the save. So here's from your perspective. You are going as fast as you possibly can. She lands on the ground. You get there and you're like, I got this! And you teleport just as these guys hit the wall and smash up against the force field controlling that area. But you don't have enough time. You reacted too quickly, and you teleport and smash against that wall as well. So everybody who smashes against that wall.
Oh, we all smash into it. Okay, cool. Cool.
Oh wait, we smashed into it too, or we got through?
Oh no, you guys
Everybody
smashed. You were
smashed
smashing
into
into it first.
Yeah, it was solid.
So that is 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Were we
as you
rolling or no? Just
Oh no,
you're
no,
taking
that's,
damage.
You're
Okay,
taking
good.
damage. These guys,
I
if they
didn't
would
like
have
my
failed their check, would have been too slow and would have seen you guys crash. But he reacted too quickly, and so he teleported
I like
before
it.
you guys
I
could
like it.
make your check. So you were all there at this plinth, and without rolling, you guys see that there is another door on the other side, but it's only halfway formed.
And the storm is coming at us.
And the storm is now coming at you.
And we have no protection because we're just like on top. We're like smashed into a cube.
That's
force
correct.
cube.
Oh, that's right. And you guys are on the brooms.
Yeah, we're in the puke bubble.
All right.
Yeah, I do have the.
Yeah, did
the
we all
bubble.
hang on?
That's the
Griffin get
question.
knocked unconscious because he just flew like at max speed directly into the
I'm
space
going to say
person?
that Griffin doesn't go unconscious, but we are going to say who holds on to their respective flying objects. Let's all do strength saving checks.
Not a strength saving throw.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Okay. Natural 1.
Boom!
13.
Do I get his plus
Do I
5?
get your 5?
Yes, you're all within his.
15.
Yeah.
15, you failed.
24.
24, you saved.
With his plus 5, that would be 7.
7, fail.
27.
27, succeed.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 succeeds. You guys smash into this. You're all a little bit dazed, and you manage to come to, and you're like, "Oh, what was that?" You look around, and you're like,
feathers, like.
"Where are my friends?" And you look down as both of them are falling straight down towards the bottom of this abyss.
Who's falling?
And the two of you, the two littles, are falling. They don't look. They look like they were at one point kind of knocked a little bit unconscious from the bludgeoning that they took against the magical wall. However, they seem like they're coming to and seeing that they're falling. I'm going to give you guys. Is there anything you guys can do on your
Misty
sides?
step?
Misty step will work. Where are you misty stepping?
To the broom.
Okay.
Is Starla within 60
Do an
feet of me?
attack roll, and let's just see how close you get to that broom. You're still going to succeed.
Like an unarmed strike?
Yeah, just like whatever your like a dexterity weapon
Like your
or whatever.
bow.
My bow?
Yeah, sure.
There's a big difference between those two.
Well,
Yeah, use your bow.
Unarmed strike was your strength.
Yeah. Now she's doing Misty Step.
19.
19. You managed to Misty Step. You were so close, but because of the angle and because of the gravity, you end up portaling yourself like right below it, but your hand reaches out and grabs hold of the broom, and you're now dangling
That's
as he's
fine.
looking over and
You
sees
got
you.
2 little handfuls of
That's
thistles.
Are you going to do anything to protect yourself and save yourself?
Yeah.
I can use a spell slot.
No, it's fine. Save yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape as I'm falling into a giant falcon.
Falcon, perfect. So this falcon disappears, and is upside down for just a minute.
That's fine.
I'm gonna say
They're
with-
very aerial.
With the bird, you're going to feel a lot more secure flying around in something that's not supposed to be right. Do a Constitution saving throw, but do it with advantage.
And I'll pull Finn up on the broom.
No +5.
Proper. So she's not just like dangling.
What's
for
your
her
strength?
life.
Natural
Yes.
20.
Excellent.
Nice.
Now that you're a bird, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better.
Yeah, so I was like,
And you managed to
like,
fly
bounce
up just
together.
as the tornado
Yeah,
hits.
I'm like-
Strength saving throws for the two of you guys.
3 feet
Oh, you already
something.
saved. That's right.
Yeah.
Huh?
You guys
oh,
made
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I ripped some
3
feathers out. I gripped that griffin so strong.
You dropped like maybe 5 feet before the griffin knew what was going on and like
29
caught hold and kept
yeah.
on going.
You're 29
Um,
pounds. I easily, like a child.
Do we have, because it only took us like 110 to get there, we got 50 feet left. Can we react and get to a platform before the
Can we get to the door?
storm
We can
hits
get to
us?
the door.
It says only half formed.
That one is?
Yeah.
Oh, the portal on this side, the one you guys originally came through,
Yeah.
is still there.
Yeah. I think we have to go through it again to get this thing to go up.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through it?
I'm
Do you
out
have enough movement for it?
We do.
Bust a move. You're gonna go?
I think we should go.
You're leaving your buddies behind.
Last time I said something.
You're like, peace out, and
No,
you
no, no,
see
The whole
these two.
situation, So.
Yeah.
What do
I'm
you
just
think?
directing the griffin. I'm in this room. Like my perception has been nothing. I'm listening to the wizard whisper in my ear. He's like, fly through the portal. I'm like,
So you
I'm
see,
thinking they're like behind us. Like,
as you're looking down and grabbing hold of your friend and pulling Finn back onto your broom, you see that these two have just jetted through the
no,
same
they hear my
portal.
booming voice. I'm like, come on, onward, friends.
And they are out of this room, and they are back in the same room
Thunder!
again on that side. However, the room again has changed, and you see that the force field has a hole in it at certain spots that you could easily get through.
Do we see them?
Nope, because as soon as you went through, it's just like,
The room's empty.
yeah. On the other hand, the people who are on the broom, I need you guys to do. You're flying,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to assume you're flying away from the.
Yeah, I'm gonna see them and go follow
You
them.
flew through, when you fell, both of you fell, you flew through the vomit wall that is around me. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
There
I'm
you
a
go.
bird, so it's fine.
All for you.
Did you add
Just
extra?
had a mental note
Did
reminder.
you add extra vomit? Like, did you make yourself
Oh
throw
yeah.
up?
Oh, yeah.
I hogged several loogies in there.
So you managed to, with your flying speed, trail the tornado. So you're not going to take any kind of damage from it. You're just kind of keeping your distance. The two of you guys, however, are not going to get that opportunity because it's going to smash into you by the time you pull up Finn into the broom. Because you're on the broom and because you don't have any platform that you're standing on, I need you guys to do strength saving throws to see what happens. This is going to be at disadvantage.
I thought we
Can you
cancel
beat
out
Watchman?
disadvantage and get +3 because my bubble.
That was for Dex to stay on the slippery
See,
plastic.
like, this beautiful,
Yeah.
like,
Well-
silver and purple falcon.
It's the same thing. We're still
Yeah,
holding on.
I'll let you have +3 and regular roll, not disadvantage.
Mark made it through the portal with us,
Yeah.
right?
I have 80 feet flying speed.
Oh yeah, you can fly through. You're just by yourself now.
Oh, I didn't follow.
Like flying
oh,
by
okay. I
yourself.
was like, that's interesting.
You are your own.
But we're still with each other.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
That's the next
You
week.
you
Yeah, by
two, you
myself.
three are together, and he's just flying on his own.
Oh,
19.
19.
I kind of assumed that they were with you.
Oh no, I'm ahead of now.
3.
I know, but I don't know that.
13 +5, 16.
You're a bird, you can't talk.
18.
18. All right, we're gonna roll.
But you just more of like a screeching.
The two of you feel this tornado as it smashes into your bodies, As it does, you're going to be taking singeing damage and force damage.
Well, I'm fire resistant.
You still take the damage. It's
Half
not
damage.
the same type of fire. That is a
Cosmic
total
fire.
of 25 damage for the two of you.
Total of how much?
25.
Ouch.
As... Oh, you know what?
Never mind, just kidding. Here it comes.
All right. Who has? You have charisma as your spell casting, and you have 0 for your charisma or for any kind of spell casting.
No, it's just wisdom.
It's just wisdom.
Wisdom.
Rangers are
Um,
wisdom
Ranger.
based.
Okay, so I'll let either one of you guys decide who wants to roll for this.
You do.
Whoever's got the biggest pluses.
I have +2.
To Arcana.
It's going to be an Arcana roll.
Don't envy you.
Sorry. I left.
Can I guide myself?
Nope.
I have a
Well,
plus.
Tanner rolls.
I
I
Plus
only
10
have a
Arcana.
+2.
Too
You're
busy
rolling
pressing
for the
staking
broom.
Start making a new
yourself.
Start making a new
What was it?
Good.
11.
11. As you get smashed by this enormous force that's coming through, again, nobody else sees this, it's just the two of you guys. You hear the broom crack and snap as you both fall straight down towards the end of the
Do
platform.
I see that?
Nope.
Can I
You
make
left
some
them.
breaks? Oh yeah, I did.
Your broom is now broken.
You left them.
Can I Misty Step again?
Nope. You already
use
used
your
it this
reaction.
round. You already used your
I'll
reaction.
thunderstep us.
You already used Thunderstep to get to where you're at.
Can I Misty Step? That's my decision.
Do you have Misty Step?
I do have Misty Step.
You can't take her with you.
It's okay.
Misty Step is a one-person deal.
Okay.
And you're also going to be running.
It's all right.
I mean, are they?
This just
how
goes
long
back
is
to
it
our
Misty
first
Step? 15?
combat where you jumped
30
out
feet.
the window
30.
and left me there.
Are they within 30 feet of anything?
I'll fall with you.
No.
Because then.
Well, Misty
at
Step's
least
only
we'll be
30
together.
feet.
Well, okay, so let me rephrase that. 5, 10,
Have our
15,
links,
20.
right?
Yeah, you could Misty Step to one of the platforms, but you would need to do it immediately. But it's like, that's the 30 feet.
So we have our telepathic link still.
Do you?
Yeah.
Or what?
I thought.
We're already
You gave it to
telepathic
us.
bond.
Yeah.
It's a ritual.
Yeah. That's how long it
So we
lasts.
just hear ah! Does
Is
that
it
go-
up?
does
Is
that
that
go through the
telepathic
portal?
bond up?
It was.
At this point, you hear Finn as she screams out,
I would be.
and as she hits
Turn down the volume.
the
Take out the
outer,
hearing
Mute.
aids.
the outer platform, as though she's going to go off into the middle of nowhere, you hear her scream out in pain. You're going to take an additional 6
855
points of damage.
6.
6.
Okay. That is fine.
And are, let's just say, unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious
Cool.
somewhat. And we're going to find out what happens to you in a minute. You're not dead.
I believe in you.
That's the last thing you hear from
At
me.
this
I just
point,
turn around, look. I'm like, what?
Can I
what
see
happened?
her from where
Did you
I'm
leave
at
them?
on the
absolutely. You Misty Step up, you spin back around to look straight down at the empty space. You see her hit that barrier and then just disappear.
Our telepathic link gone, cut. We don't hear Finn anymore.
Yeah. can
That's
I-
a great question. So telepathic link.
I'm gonna look it up because I know you're probably gonna want to know.
'Cause I
Yep,
was
yep, yep.
gonna-
Let's hear the specifics of the spell.
I was gonna try and levitate.
Okay, you forge a telepathic link among 8 willing creatures of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, the targets can communicate telepathically through the bond whether or not they have a common language. The communication is possible over any distance, though it can't extend to other planes of existence.
Oh, so you're still on the same plane.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
That is good.
What everybody hears is Finn, like, uncomfortable. She's not dead. She's just very uncomfortable. And you get
She
the
asking
sense.
for the manager. Or?
Not offended.
It gives you the impression of someone who's maybe like wakes up and they've had a car accident kind of an idea, and they're just kind of moaning and groaning because of the pain that they're in. But they're only semi-conscious of what's actually going on. You get that kind of a vibe from Finn, and you keep hearing this. It hasn't gone away. She's still alive wherever she is at. She's just nowhere you can find.
Okay, well she's alive. We can mute her for now.
don't cut her
My
loop off.
broom.
Your broom is toast. Matter of fact,
It wasn't my fault.
your broom pieces are all across the room.
You're the only one left in that room. Get it.
I
the picture.
run angrier than Mordai's ever been in his whole life.
You run through the portal. Let's just do. This is a much lower roll since you're running with no storm around because it's already passed. Just do a regular dexterity saving throw. Give you an extra little bonus to your run there. Make sure you don't fall.
Do I still get my 3 from my wind stabilization?
We made it.
Yes, you do.
Dex.
Unless you ask me to go somewhere. This hole's in the force field now, so we're
Cool,
just gonna fly. As soon as we go through it.
Plus 4 plus 3.
Yep,
Yeah.
you definitely make it.
23.
You
You
left it,
jump
so you can go back and
through,
pick him up, right?
and you end up
Rage fuels me.
right there, right where
running
the other side is.
Yeah, but he can't fly anymore.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And so at this point, you guys have already been in this room for a while. At this point, so you guys are already doing what?
For a while. I thought it's only been one turn.
Well, it's actually been like for these guys probably. Well, yeah, you're right.
Time is operating differently.
No, you're right. It has only been one turn.
So
at
we
this
beelined
point-
it to the holy platform
probably
and made it in.
2 turns, right?
Yeah. So you
All
guys have gone
stuff,
already there.
And then running through was probably another turn.
So now we're like, go get them. You left them.
As you guys look back around, you see Mordai as he jumps through the portal and lands on that first platform.
Crying and enraged.
Yes. So the fact that he's 1 by himself, 2 not riding his broom, and Finn is nowhere around,
Do you still have the broom?
and you can still
carrying
hear.
it?
I have like
You carry
the
like
back
half of it?
Yeah.
You have like a straw from one of the ends,
I have just the handle where I specifically was holding onto the broom.
and it's kind of pathetic and sad.
It says name is 2000 on that.
What do you guys want to do?
Fire.
Just as you get through and you're resting for a few moments, you see that the portal next to you is starting to rage again. Another one of those tornadoes is about to come through and wipe you out.
He sees a giant falcon. You a hawk?
I'm a giant
Eagle?
purple and silver falcon.
What's the strength of the falcon?
Iconic starlit colors.
Strength is 17.
17.
Dang, strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that you can fly. You can go grab them. It's going to be... you have nothing to help, right?
Can
no
I-
flying, no...
Guide with me?
I can try and attune to the wind again, see if I can get my bubble stronger.
There you go. So let's just do with your regular
Spell attack.
wind already. You're going to go back and grab them?
Yeah.
You spin around and run back as fast as you possibly can. You get to him just as that portal opens up. This is the beginning of that round. What are you guys doing by the time? You guys are inside the square.
We're on
The
the
door
platform.
is just prominently just sitting there. Are you going to go through or are you going to wait?
Door where?
You're not sure.
Oh, there's just a door here in this
Yeah.
platform.
There's just another portal like these.
The problem if we wait is that we're in like an awkward spot, right? Where they're going to be behind the storm, we're in front of the storm.
The
the storm
storm's,
doesn't hit us.
the storm's going to chase them, and they're either going to get to you guys or not.
Does the storm hit us on the
26.
platform though? We're safe on the platform, I thought.
You can do a quick intelligence test if you want to check that out.
Yeah. See if we're safe.
26
26 for the wind.
for the wind.
Gotcha.
And I mean, I have levitate. But
It'll
I
be a
think
little
making
windy
use
inside
zero
there,
grav wouldn't
but nothing
help.
you guys can't handle whatsoever. You guys are gonna be perfectly safe because it's gonna stop that wind from hitting you.
I can dash 160 feet.
Alright, so
We can wait.
Yeah, we'll just wait.
We're
All
chilling.
right. So you
Now
sit
they
there
can
and you're
wait.
like cheering them on. Come on, guys! As this falcon
Remember,
runs
Ray said you
over,
fought to do this.
Yeah.
First of all,
Sinks
this
its,
storm, we couldn't wait last time, alright?
sinks its talons into your shoulders, and starts taking off and running you straight towards this area. You have 100, not 100.
I have 80 feet for regular flying, so if I dash, it's 160 feet.
Perfect. Go ahead and do a dexterity saving throw and just do it with regular roll, not with disadvantage, and then add a +3, correct? To that
I
as
feel like
well.
I should
Does a
take
26
these
give me any
cookies back
higher
from
than
all of
that?
you
Like,
people
I'm
who are
more
just letting me.
attuned.
You're as fast as you
Letting me
possibly
eat
can
shit.
do it.
Hey,
It was a good try.
Gave you
the
great
Griffin is
advice.
always open for a ride. You chose to fly the broom, ma'am.
I looked over at you and said, "Hey, start making a new character." You chose not to.
All right, what do we got?
Hey, time to demo a bard, babe.
Okay, so
Where's Finn?
you gave me an additional +3.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
No more magic.
My broom break, it fell. It's bad.
So where's Finn?
20.
She
30.
fell into
20.
the void.
Excellent.
Well, like
This
fucking
tornado.
Gandalf. Where's Finn?
The tornado chases you as you bolt
I
as
just
fast as you
stare at
can,
you.
and you manage to duck inside one of the little crevices inside this
find her.
portal
As
towards
I'm being
the
shame
shell.
carried.
Just as it smashes up against it and runs away, you guys are all perfectly safe inside this little square of a space, and the door is right before you guys.
Can the giant falcon fit through these holes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She can tuck into a barrel roll.
Trash that.
I'm just like
The eagles!
and like
Yeah, the griffin made it through, so yeah, the bird will be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the griffin couldn't make it through. It wouldn't be the end of the world.
Oh well. What's the next letter on the alphabet here?
Atlas.
All right,
So,
so
all the way to Z already? Dang, that was fast.
Are we going back for Finn, or do we think we push forward?
he saw her disappear. Even if he went
Finn
back.
fell. I
She's
tried to
captured.
get her, but I can't fly.
That's what you get for relying on magical equipment and not magic.
Give me your fucking boots then, bitch. If you're gonna be so high and goddamn mighty.
I can fly without them.
Okay, then give me the boots.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it
That's
later.
exactly what I thought, sir. So pipe down.
All right.
Wizard.
Anything else? Or are you going through?
Is that a
Do we
no
want
on
to
going
take a
back?
moment to see
Is that a
if
no on going back
we
for
can see if we can
Finn?
You
find
hear in
Finn?
your head.
Shake yourself out of it. It's a broom.
I've asked 7 times.
Finn
Do
is
we
the
want-
priority.
I want to find Finn.
I'm done
Yes.
asking about Finn.
So we're going back.
I'm done asking about Finn.
Yes.
No, we can't go
Finn,
back.
if you can hear me, I asked about 12 times. Over the
Yeah, Finn, where
Goodbye.
are you?
I'm cutting the link.
I'm cutting.
No,
the
there's
link.
no going back.
You are the weakest
The,
link.
the
Goodbye.
portal we came through to come in here, it's not there, or is it?
No, everything was still the way it was.
We can go
you
back.
could go back if you wanted to, but you're.
Yeah, but we know that.
We're not
But
sure
you
we
know
find it.
that she's
Yeah, we
gone.
know she disappeared, and
Okay.
I couldn't fly, so I
You
had no
could
way
just
to get
all disappear with me.
That sounds
That's true.
crazy.
You could do that.
I love that.
That is an option.
Little sisters in motion. Let's go. I start flying back towards the place.
I
her.
will-
I'm
No.
I'm being carried by you, so
No. We
Yeah.
push onward.
Starla said executive decision.
Damn.
If she's
we
captured,
are here for Elderhold in the realm, not for Finn.
no.
We can
If-
find Finn
I
after.
know the merchant well. If he has captured one of us, he will not let such leverage go lightly.
That's what I mean.
We will find Finn on our path. I am positive of it. Let's push
That's what I
onward.
think too.
All right, so you walk through.
We're not leaving you, Finn. We're pushing forward
We're
to
just
find you.
abandoning
I'm gonna bake those horrible cookies again. I'm gonna disguise them as something else.
Should we take a
You
break?
can still hear her. You can
Should we
still
take a
hear
break?
her.
Solemn silence. 10 minutes
moment of
of silence, for Finn.
For my broom.
No,
We will
nobody
in just a
cares
minute.
about their broom.
I
As
care
you
about my
guys-
broom.
As you guys walk into that next room, the next portal, you end up here.
And Finn is there. See?
The first thing you see is there is
And we're entering over here, I'm
a
assuming.
very strange thing sitting right there at the edge of the circle right there.
This right here, or on the back half.
Oh no, that's perfect right there.
It's a giant.
And he just sits there,
So what?
and he's just waiting, kind of levitating a little bit. He's got more fish-like creatures. It almost looks more like a merfolk kind of a situation going.
Do you recognize his eyes?
You do.
Does he have a little
He's got a little twinkle in his eyes.
gleeful, dwarfish-looking glint?
He does have a dwarfish-looking glint.
It's the merchant's
You're-
true form.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. You think it is. And as you say this to your comrades, he
You.
looks at you and just puts out his arms and bows.
I'll say to
Says-
him in primordial, "Where's Finn?"
Oh, your small friend that you left to die.
Not to die. She fell, and I can't fly.
We know you better than
Not
that.
left, abandoned.
Abandoned, yes.
Strategically
Please get the grammar
abandoned.
correct.
We know how you operate. Quit your games.
Absolutely. Well, as you can see, she's right there. And he kind of points off to the right-hand side. And you see that there are these pods all off to the side. And there's Finn
You're in a-
sitting
which one?
inside
Which
the
pod?
last one on this
one?
side.
This one.
There you go.
Farthest one away.
That's correct.
How's she looking? Comfortable? She got
Uncomfortable, but
like
alive.
a drink? A little bit of condensation?
She looks like she has like an IV in there, so she should be fine.
Oh, okay.
Nourished,
A
taken
little
care
drooly.
of. A little drooly, but
Well, she
Rick
was
and
fat
Morty
a little
style
bit.
clone pod.
Catatonic?
there you go. Yeah.
Operation Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's giving scarred lands.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Are
there's
these
Finn.
other ones occupied as well?
No, they're all empty.
They're all empty.
They're all empty.
Conveniently, there are 6 of them.
Mind flayer.
Exactly. They actually do kind of look like mind flayer pods.
With a spin.
Scarred Land's flesh.
Maybe a merchant flare.
That's actually the perfect way to put it. So if you mixed the mind flayer pods with scarred land areas, fleshy land craziness, that's what these things look like. They look like a crossbreed between the two of them.
Gross.
And there's
Maybe
just Finn
fucking
sitting inside, and actually there's like a
gross.
liquid that is in there as well, and she seems to be unconscious for whatever reasons. She's not awake, but she's just kind of floating around inside of there.
You're a giant clump of flesh.
Hello, baby.
Keanu from the Matrix style.
Would you like for her to be released? And as he does this, he raises up his hand, and a contract folds itself in front of you.
All right, guys, huddle up.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Huddle up.
So, I killed the gavel.
No, quit talking to him. Huddle up.
Okay,
We're
adults
gonna have a
are talking.
telepathic huddle.
three team huddle.
I killed your previous gavel. I start speaking in primordial, because he doesn't speak it.
So on 3 we attack.
So
You go
that
for Finn.
means you
All right,
owe
1,
me, right?
2.
The gavel, you killed the gavel.
I hold up his head.
Let's attack on 3.
And as you do, he kind of looks at it and says,
Ah! I'm gonna start charging.
You know, I don't think that looks like the gavel at all. I got a great idea. Gavel, does that look like you?
Did he already bring him back?
And you see that he comes up to the sides.
I knocked him out of the way with the griffin wing as I flew past him.
He says, haven't you figured it out yet? I wanted you to go and find me. Do you think if I wanted you to come, that I would have allowed him to be at his full strength? He was supposed to lose that battle.
I'm not making that saving throw.
Make it hard enough just to make you feel like you were winning, like you had an upper hand. But as you can see,
Yeah.
you have no upper hand.
And
Not
as he
him.
says that, you get knocked to the side by a griffin wing.
I'll zap you. As soon as you touch me, I zap you.
You zap a griffin, not me.
Alright, make a dex save.
It's bad.
This is going great.
All right, and we're flying at the merchant.
You're gonna fly towards him?
And I'm gonna fly towards Finn and try to rip open the thing with my talons.
I'm going loud and strong.
Take 14 points of flying damage.
Gotcha.
Before we commence with, I'm sure, is going to be a very valiant battle,
I'm not listening.
he kind of just disappears from one section and goes to another.
Ah!
Know that things have changed. As you can see, and as he points off to the corner, right at the center of that whole spinning area, you can see what remains of a tooth sitting in the middle of it. You also see a helm of some kind, and you find a sword, and all of them seem to be glowing with some kind of special light. Because you are an Asmar, you recognize the light. It is divine. It's divine magic. Like these specific items were made of something divine, and the divineness has been sucked out, and only the husk of those things now remains. However, there is something behind him forming. Everybody roll an Arcana check. And a perception check, if you would like to do that.
Would love to check.
You're unconscious.
Oh, you're unconscious. You can't see nothing.
For real?
Dead.
Rude. My perception
21
is so
for
good.
Arcana.
Okay.
34.
34. You recognize it as a portal that's forming behind him.
Okay.
That's at that very, very center of the whole
Like
thing.
gate?
Gate. You recognize it not necessarily just as a portal, but as a... it's a portal you've never seen before. Like, this is not just to like a pocket dimension, but this is something that is new. Like, this is something that has never been seen before. And you are slightly worried as to what it is that is going to be coming through that door.
I got a 24.
For Arcana?
Uh-huh.
You see the same thing he does.
Okay. And then I got 18. A 13-1 for perception.
There's something on the floor in that whole entire room. You're not sure what it is, though.
I see that telepath.
Yeah,
I've had enough of banter with this guy. I'm literally just trying to chase him until I can hit him with my hammer.
Every time you chase him, he just disappears and goes to another room, part of the room.
And then
Does the portal that's appearing behind him keep moving with him?
Nope, it just stays there.
Does it seem like there's any way to close it or any?
Not that you can see. Are you going to do perception checks to see what's on the ground?
I'm going to try to open her pod. Or rip her pod open.
It seems like it's making progress, and then it just seems to, like, heal itself. So every time you scratch, the scratches start to connect.
I'll do a perception check.
I have a deal for you. Should you decide...
Does he seem to notice the portal?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What's your deal?
Here is my deal. You can face me and die in vain. Or you can give me a contract. A contract to protect something. Isn't that wonderful? Aren't you all about protecting things?
The whole time he's talking, I'm just chasing and like shooting
Just
him with guiding light.
And he doesn't
like,
seem to
going
be
back
mind
and forth.
whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not listening to him at all. Like, every time he starts talking, like looking at me, I'm like, ah!
I just keep like politely speaking to him and primordial.
Since I realize that's just healing itself, and I saw the button, can I fly and hit the button?
The button?
Yeah.
What button?
On the ground.
Well, there's not a button on the ground.
Oh, I said there's a button on the ground.
Oh, there's something on the ground.
Oh, I want to go to something.
You can go check it out?
Yeah.
As you get up to that circle area, you realize that you can crawl up there. It seems to be a little bit more magical, a little bit harder, like difficult terrain in that area. But you recognize what's on the ground. It's the blood, as it seems to be swirling into that portal. It just slowly and slowly seems to keep going and pouring into that portal.
Where's the blood coming from? Do we know?
Just seems to be coming from the floor.
I'm gonna let them know that telepathically. Because I'm a bird still.
Protect something. And I'll let your friend go. I mean, you've already doomed her entire family. I don't think she'll be very pleased with your decisions on that. But again, that wasn't my fault.
Killed her family?
You made all of the contracts go away.
We all agreed upon that. That was a good decision.
I don't know if family.
Your wish. Your fault.
Protect something of mine. And I will give you the things that you need to face Legion. We could be...
So like a pact of non-aggression. You can't hurt us.
A pact of non-aggression
We
would be
can't hurt you.
fantastic. But you protect that which I specify.
And what do you specify?
Well, I want to know if this is appealing to you or not before I should
To me,
specify
yes.
anything. And your comrades? This is an all or nothing. And it appears, as he disappears from one place to another, one of your party seems to be very not in agreement with
I'm
this
reading
plan.
from the Book of Revelation.
Thou wilt die by my smited hand!
Yeah, well,
I will make no deals with thee, devil!
that's hey now.
Ah,
Genie, whatever.
I
Watch your
am
tongue.
no longer a genie.
Whatever appropriate term.
I am no
You
longer...
foul god, you? Wanna be god?
Well, thanks to you and your hard work, I am a god now. But I'm neither a good nor evil.
Your power
One
will
might
pale
say
in
I
comparison
am-
to Lathander.
Completely neutral. See, a contract is neither good nor bad. It is just
A means to an end.
a means.
What's your name?
I haven't quite decided to give myself one just yet. One must take time. Names hold power, and I want mine to be appropriate. I'm open to
How
suggestions,
can
so
he
you
be a
decide.
god if he doesn't have any worshippers? And how can he have worshippers if he doesn't have any?
Because the contracts are.
Well, no, he's
He's like
sucked
a
the godly divine
warlock.
power from those items over there. He's not a full god yet. He's a wannabe god. But he's attaining that. He's on his way.
I'm interested in your deal.
And he puts out a contract before you. It's only valid, of course, if you all sign.
All 6 of us have to.
I can't.
Yes.
Well, like, I mean.
You're not
will you let her
unconscious. You're in the
out
matrix.
So she can be a part of this conversation, because like, we all have to agree.
That is an excellent choice, and I am nothing if I am not generous.
I don't
So
want
he
that to
places out
be
his
my
hand.
contract protection thing, by the way. Just as a side note, I see you boom boom jumping the gun.
This is just a clause of your contract, yes? For her to be able to communicate
well,
and speak
I
into
feel
these
like
conversations?
if she has to sign for her soul or whatever, you're binding. Hey, I'm a devil, okay? I get it.
Excellent.
I get these things are binding.
So
in
we
a
just
permanent sense.
he appears right next to the coffin-like appearance and puts his hand over it as Finn's eyes flare open. You are still stuck inside of this thing. The fluid that's around you is somewhat breathable, but it is very
Okay. I'm like panicking
uncomfortable.
and
I'll
pounding
just be
at
like,
the.
it's
And your mental link with everybody, even though they can't see or hear your voice,
Yeah.
you can hear her speak through all of you.
oh, I'll.
And Finn, should I tell you what has happened to your family? I'm sure you would love to have known. Let me go ahead and show you the deal that was struck
Snitch.
and was dispelled by those that called you friend.
Never called her a friend.
As he does,
But also didn't dispel it.
he puts a vision inside only Finn's head, and you see your family. And the family is just doing their normal things. Everybody's happy. Everybody's doing their things. As this group of very, very powerful, very, very strong individuals who all seem to look exactly the same start rushing the village and start trying to collect them. As it collects them, it grabs them by the throat and absorbs them into itself.
So Legion.
And
has
so
my
you
family.
immediately believe it's Legion. And he's trying to get everybody. And as this happened, the field pops up between him, between all the rest of your village, and Legion. And Legion just kind of sits there at the edge of it. And he goes and he starts talking to some of the leaders. And he says, I'll let you come with me and put you in a safe place. A place that's outside of his ability to control you and to take you, because he wants you and he wants the luck that you provide. But you must stay there and help grow the thing that I want to be grown. Give willingly the things that you have, parts of yourself, as a gift to my new creations. And I will protect you. And so there's some arguments and some conversations that go on between your father, your mother, and all these other leaders that are there. They make sure that they're not going to be like split apart, like dissected.
Right.
But he's talking about more like genetics. He's going to take their genetics and give it to somebody else, almost like a child, like a child-parent relationship. And so they all agree, and with that, all the rest of your entire race on that entire continent disappear and are placed in this beautiful place. And as they're walking through this portal, you can see through it, and it's beautiful. There's green trees, there's luscious fields, and they're just walking in. And he says, I'm just waiting for the last ingredients. They should be here soon for us to start. As they start their genetic codes and things start being categorized and put into holding, as it were. And they're just free and happy. And then he shows you the moment that you guys come in and say all contracts are voided, and they end up back in their homes. And they're stunned, they don't know what's going on, and so they try their hardest to get up and to mobilize and get away. And Legion finds them all and grabs them and absorbs them. And now you know that they, where he was going after them specifically for their luck trait and some other traits that they were holding on to. So now, he doesn't have to worry about natural ones.
Legion doesn't have to worry about natural ones anymore. Awesome.
Mhm.
Very cool. So I'm like fighting as I'm watching this, and then when I see my family get absorbed by Legion, I just freeze, and I want to give up.
They are not gone. Legion himself is just a vessel. But if that vessel were to crack and be taken apart, all that were under his power would be released. So, Finn, and at this point everybody else can hear the conversation. Do you sign the contract protecting that which I hold that your family had helped produce? And I will give you the strength to face Legion and retrieve your actual family. Do you sign?
Just like he promised your family he would keep them safe with his strength.
Until you.
Which he was until you voided his contracts.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you how powerful he is. You're gonna trust this guy?
I can't trust
that's
you
the
either.
downside. What? You all made this decision with me. This is not us. We all decided to fight the merchant, the obvious bad guy.
The bad guy.
Honestly, not really.
And what have I done?
I had
that is-
personal beef with the merchant because of what he did to Brooke. All of the
Every
brainwashing
experience
stuff.
I've had with him has been terrible and horrible. I blame him for Vekul's death. He's killed countless people. I could recount his crimes, but it would take too long.
Technically, I was the one who kept Vekul alive for as long as he did.
Yeah, his technicalities. Sign a contract with him at the expense of your soul. I will never do it. It's never on the table for me.
So it doesn't matter what I think.
You could turn against him.
While they're all doing this, I want to try something.
Okay.
I am going to over here. I jumped off the griffin, by the way, a long time ago. I'm just kind of.
I see.
Dareth's
Yeah.
quietly been doing his own thing in the corner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to reach out with a word of prayer
Oh.
to Lathander,
Okay.
and I'm going to say to him, Lathander, we both know it's been funny watching me mess with Pavel,
Mm-hmm.
but we clearly need something. We need help, we need a boon, we need something. I have already written a book in your name that is going to spread your word and get you many followers. I will be an extremely famous adventurer who can bring you many followers to your path to heighten your worship. And I would much rather have my soul go to you than to this thing. And I know that you trust and care for Pavel, even though he's gone through so many hardships for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's ever really reached out and truly asked you for help with anything besides what you've already given him. But I think it's time for you to show your greatest paladin what your power is, and show this thing that wants to be a god like you that does not belong in the same realm as you. And if you do that and you help us,
Mm-hmm.
I will spread your name and make you even more powerful through worship than you've ever been. There will not be a town, anything without a church or something with your name on it. And everything I do will be in your name. Whether or not I actually worship you or any of that, I will bring you the followers that you desire, and I will live a life close to what you preach, close enough to pass the test, pass the check.
The bare minimum.
And I'm gonna be honest with. I'm not gonna
My
lie.
guy's out here
I'm not gonna lie.
pulling mega church
and
plans.
and whatever positions or whatever, you know, I can use holy magic, so I can do whatever you need.
Mm-hmm.
but now we need you. Please show yourself.
Roll with advantage for religion. And actually, I want Pavel to also roll with advantage. With
Yeah, do you
religion.
sense of someone else praying to your god in this space right now?
Can I
Starts
guidance myself
crying.
while I'm praying?
Yeah, actually, that would work.
Ooh.
Singing dice is coming through.
32.
All right, you get an answer.
Religion.
Yep.
Wow.
Compelling.
Skill checks are not very good for me. 24.
24. You had a bigger
Still strong.
reaction to Lathander's answer than his own paladin. Let that sink in just for a moment. But he's been busy. He's running
he's doing
around,
stuff.
doing stuff.
Aldo
He's
and I
not
are
paying full
arguing
attention.
right now, yeah.
So the two of you hear Lathander as he answers very, very strongly. And even you see the reaction on the merchant's face as well. He says, the merchant is a small god of a single people. Sign his contract.
Damn.
Alright, let's take a break.
Pavel, I think, shits his pants in that moment.
And he
And
clearly
before we take a
Pavel-
break, you see that the merchant is very angry at being called a small god, but it's very true. And we'll be right back after we take a quick break.
Please.
Scrap.
We're gonna find a new
Cries.
religion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
You
about to find
gagged?
out.
Alrighty, we're
Guys,
back from our
About to
break.
find out.
Yes.
I, for one, am very interested to see what happens. So yes, Lathander has spoken. Basically, he said that Merchant is a minor god. He's just a little god compared to his mightiness, Lathander. And only over a single people. And now?
Over a single people.
What people?
You have no idea.
Didn't say.
He didn't say. At this point, the merchant seems kind of irritated. But the two of you are the only ones who heard that.
I immediately dismiss my
already-
griffin and land and fall to my knees. I'm just just sitting there, just completely speechless.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
You hear Lathander speak almost like a whisper to you, and it says, "Wait."
I hear it, but it's gonna take a while.
Okay. And so the
I trust Lathander with everything
Mhm.
in my being, and that's the only reason why I would ever sign this contract. But this goes against all of my experience,
Mhm.
everything I've been working and building towards my entire life.
I almost
And
said
all of
fake.
my everything is screaming at me as I'm going. I'm like, "I don't want to do it."
He's my big man. Why should I sign a contract for my big
What does the
man?
contract say?
Do you read it?
Yeah,
Are we,
I do
are we
wanna
able to? I thought I just said
Oh, it just sits there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking read it.
Can I give
try
you
to
the help
redline it,
action and
you know?
guidance?
I was like, do we all roll
yeah,
intelligence?
absolutely.
We roll intelligence
Contract.
checks or what?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
reading's
yeah.
not my strong suit.
I got my
Do you want me
my reading glasses.
I'm
As
not
you-
here.
Pardon me as I cast
Does the law?
nearsightedness.
I was like, I'm blind in one
Does the
eye.
law qualify as arcana?
Yeah, it's definitely
No joke,
magic.
that's what I rolled. For my intelligence check.
what was it?
So,
Well, I'm gonna drop my falcon.
for my intelligence, it's just straight intelligence?
Yeah, just an intelligence check.
Just raw.
Are you saying
Raw
you're gonna help
intelligence.
action?
Yes, he did.
I'll give you the help action and guidance.
I'm also gonna read it.
So
That's
advantage
very
plus
a D4.
a D4.
Intelligence.
So I'll just be looking over your shoulder like, oh, this
Intelligence.
clause, and
Yeah,
don't
as a
forget about
devil,
that. Just
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a 2.
That's not safe.
a 2. So you're looking through it. You're just furious,
I'm so mad, my eyes can't even
20.
focus.
Yeah.
and you almost feel like this
Focus on the
hand
way.
on your shoulder from Lathander saying,
Nice.
"Wait."
Literally, I
Natural
can't
20.
even see.
Natural 20. So you
There's
start
the-
reading through this, and
I
it's
see a
actually
vein in my forehead that's just pulsing.
the one in your neck too, right here.
there you go.
Got it.
Everything is
Fully-
pulsing.
Oh,
Um,
everything.
Somebody take Pavel's blood pressure.
As you're reading through the contract, you're realizing that there is a name that is
Medicine
missing.
check with a fucking stroke out.
And it seems to not be formed yet. But whatever that name is, it's a people group. So like you could put in humans and it would totally make sense. Or you could put in
So it's for his
halflings.
followers.
Yeah, so it could be like, but it's not just followers, because followers could
His
be anybody.
Devotees.
It's not even
worshippers.
devotees. It's a race. And so you're reading through, but the race itself is like, for whatever reason, not really visible. But you can tell that it's a race of people. And so you're reading through it, and it basically says he's going to give you power. He's going to give you a token. However, you need to protect this group of people if ever they are in trouble. And you need to drop everything and help them. If they are to ever find themselves in any kind of issues, you are their champion and you go and fight them.
Oh shit. I want fucking bodyguards, y'all.
Yeah, bodyguards is a very, very good way of putting this. And it's not at all times. You're not going to be there at all the times. But if they are under any kind of significant threat,
If they
your
call me,
job,
I'll answer.
your job is to go in there and lay down the law and protect them with your life.
Or the sheriff.
But we don't know who they are.
But they have not been identified yet.
I mean, without that, the contract isn't legally binding. All parties.
Is that
have
your
to be-
argument? Or
Do you say that?
It's just true. It's just
In-
true.
in-
all
in Devil Court? Or
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
Everything has
It is
to be
very true.
important. Paperwork is very important.
Yeah, everything has to be like all the terms have to be defined.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Do you say this out loud?
Yeah,
He says,
can't
As
sign
soon
an
as they
incomplete contract. There's
enter
no
in-
consideration.
as soon as they enter into the world, that space will be produced. But until they walk into this world, they do not exist.
There's no one to protect.
So what's going on with this little situation over
And
here?
the contract isn't binding.
So they walk through, and then you sign. But I want your word that you'll sign before they walk through.
So you want a contract for the contract? Are you asking us to
That's exactly what he's asking.
Get
asking for a
engaged?
verbal
He wants your
contract,
verbal
yeah.
contract to say that you'll sign.
Prenup.
Yeah, for
Is
real.
Is a
A
verbal
promise ring.
to a genie as binding as the actual contract?
Yeah. I win. Just those two little the magic words.
Mm-hmm. So he will produce them, and then that name will fill in. But he wants your word that you're not going to hurt them before they walk in.
Who's the
And then he
worst
looks
possible
specifically at
thing it
you
could
and
be?
says, they have more in common with you. You could call them cousins.
Oh, that's so weird.
They're from your DNA.
So he's talking about
Ew.
Legion. We have to protect Legion?
Oh, that sounds very inbreedy.
Remember,
The
He
contract
took
is
their
to
DNA
defeat Legion.
before Legion got a hold of them. So it's pure hobbit,
Here's the thing.
halfling, inside whatever it is that comes through this door. They are at least in part halfling. I want to say hobbit. It's not hobbit. It's
I mean,
halfling.
it's basically.
It's hobbit.
That's the
No,
we
it's
all know
not.
it's hobbit.
Hobbit
It's
is the
not.
protected IP.
Distinct.
No, no, no.
Pretty close.
Legally
It's absolutely
distinct.
not, because Tolkien's estate sued
Yeah.
D&D.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, it's
Definitely
just
Oh, that's
Legally
awesome.
distinct.
it's a matter of
It's a
intellectual
halfling.
property.
Intellectual property. It's not a hobbit.
But
They couldn't
We all
claim
know it's a
dwarf and
hobbit.
elf, but they could claim hobbit.
legally
It's not a hobbit.
legally different.
It's
Totally
the Hydrox.
different. It's there you go.
It's not quite
Um,
an Oreo.
Halflings don't have hairy feet.
So what is he just like looking at each of us? What's happening?
That's the distinguish. What's that?
What is he doing? He's
He's just waiting. Like everything of his being
Yeah, I'm waiting.
is
too.
focusing on this one thing.
Um,
So, is my proposition
I have to
to your
call
satisfaction?
somebody first, just because like I have to get her okay, because I have a different god, and she told me not to sign anything after last time. She's like a lawyer almost, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's not asking you to sign anything.
Oh, then never mind.
He is committing. He's
I-
asking,
He's asking
you to
for you
commit
just
to
to
sign.
say that you'll sign something later, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to do that.
Well, we can ask questions. our contract is to defeat Legion, right? That's a part of the written contract. Is that Legion
Oh,
is
yes.
our enemy.
I will support you in defeating Legion. And he kind of puts out these almost look like golden coins, and you would know them that these are the boons that are given to the people who are the winners of the Crux Field. He says, I will give you boons, and I will give you power to face your real enemy. But when is all said and done, you must protect that which I specify.
I also want to add in a you can't harm us or send anyone to harm us clause. If we have a we can't hurt him or any of his men.
Done.
He
And you
can't
see it
hurt
added to the
any
contract
of us or our men.
immediately.
More
So
shit for me
anyone
to
we're
read.
affiliated with.
I will do as Lathander instructed.
And he just tells you to hold.
So I'm doing.
Okay. And the
Any
merchant
other-
keeps pressing.
Edit.
So I have how many yeses to signing? Yes. 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 Very well. I have all of your verbal contracts that you have nodded and said yes. That is just as binding.
That didn't happen.
And so he walks backwards towards the portal that is produced in the back. And he lifts up his hands and opens the door. And as he does, you can see some creatures on the other side start making their way through. And as they do, you see the following
Turtles.
come through the portal.
They're turtles.
They are not turtles. They are much, much shorter. One might say halfling size. And they all look extremely familiar.
But is that your parents?
As you look at the eyes look very familiar. Like, just they're kind of like, if they didn't have a shell on, you might...
They're mutant turtles?
They almost look
How old
like a
are they?
halfling between... They're brand new as they come through this whole portal.
So they're like
teenage.
adolescent.
They're
Mhm.
Oh my god.
And the contract
Like
name
that
fills
Polka?
in.
toddler teenage turtles.
We're there again.
One might say
Toddler.
teenage mutant.
Toddler
Ninja. No.
mutant.
And as they walk through the portal, the name on the contract fills in, and it's Tortug.
Whose kids are these?
Yours.
Fuck no, they're not. I've never felt no turtles in my lifetime.
And as they keep looking back at one another, and they kind of just talking back and forth.
So we're supposed to sign?
Mm-hmm. Everybody signs?
I was told to sign.
Any other clauses we want to add other than the non-aggression one?
I don't feel like I'm in negotiating. Lathander didn't tell me to negotiate. He told me to
Sarah.
sign.
Other
So,
t-
I signed another contract. Sorry.
She's leaving a voicemail.
As they all pass
Did
through
you sign?
the portal.
Leave that voicemail.
I'm leaving a voicemail first. Oh my god.
Hey, just want to say, you may have signed on with a different god.
Your guy doesn't have voicemail.
Mine does.
There's no god voicemail.
Yes, there is.
There's no god.
So she sent your call to voicemail? She didn't
Yes.
answer you?
She's on vacation. She's taking sabbatical.
That's
Do not
right.
disturb.
She's on vacation. I think she's in
Taking the
Alaska
next
somewhere.
1,000 years
That sucks.
As each one of this new race comes through, you see that the merchant is just overwhelmed and excited, and he gives each one of them a kiss
God,
as they
this
walk
guy's
through.
an emotional roller coaster.
He is.
Oh,
The
they found
turtle he
Chloe.
brought back from the dead.
It was
the
his
blood. That's
giant-
the whole point, was to bring back the giant fucking turtle.
Yes, it was. As you put it all together, the giant turtle that was killed when he was forcibly pushed into this whole situation died, and he loved that turtle above all else, and so
Okay.
he wanted to bring in the blood to create a whole race of individuals that were descendants of his turtle, and now there is.
Cool.
Tortugs come through, and they all have like packs of stuff on their shoulders of things that they've been building, and they kind of just come through as little merchants, all coming out.
They're little cuties.
Just to clarify, this is Finn's family. transformed or no?
It's not them transformed. It's their DNA. So they are, in essence,
Oh, so
half
they're gone.
halflings.
They're dead. Her family.
All her family are inside of Legion.
Yeah. Oh, got slurped up.
Yep.
What's
But
your
these
style?
have the halfling size,
Okay.
the halfling traits.
Well, cool. New family.
Yeah. And so
No
they all
hard, no
come
foul.
through, and they kind of look over at you, and they're
You got turtle
speaking a
family
different
now.
language.
Good
Yeah.
for Finn.
Just fucking call me.
I'm
All right.
excited, honestly.
It's
I
a
felt
tough
really
shit.
bad that the turtle died
So far,
when it was
starts
forced
speaking
into this
fucking
realm.
language.
So we can't hurt
So
him,
we all signed.
Yep, everybody signed. And so the merchant turns back to you and says, should my new family ever need your assistance, you are to drop everything and to return and help them. I don't care to be anyone's god but theirs.
Do we have like a phone? Do they
Yeah, like,
have,
are you
like,
gonna bamf us there?
you
What's that situation
pray?
like?
Do you like give us?
Like, do you know how
And so he turns to the side and opens up a portal,
worship a god?
and you see that it is a portal back to Hammer's Keep, right? Is that what we called it?
Yeah. Sure.
You guys walk right through and go right back to where you guys were, where you started. But before you do, he actually hands out a coin to every single one of you and says, don't use them until you realize what it is that you might need.
Can you fix this? Your wind broke my brain.
That would take your coin.
He
Did
just
it
told
as a
you.
god. Lame. I leave.
I can.
Or another contract?
I'll go get you
No,
a
not for the
stick and make
broom.
it
I can go
fly.
buy another fucking broom. It's fine. I just thought maybe since he's a
This
god.
guy
he
over
could
here
fix
always
it.
trying to negotiate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Literally no power at all.
At this point,
He can't hurt us now,
everybody
right?
who signed gains 2 levels. One for gaining this
Two?
end of the session, this end of the Great Merchant Note, and because you all signed the contract, it is the boon of the Great Merchant as you gain the 2nd level.
Dun dun dun.
We're hypocrites.
So that was.
I'm not a hypocrite.
I'm gonna kill him! I'm gonna
No,
kill
no,
him!
no. See, that's
that'll work
what's
for him now.
amazing about religion.
He's not that
is
bad.
even though it goes against everything I believed in, God told me to do it, so it's fine.
Yeah. And the reason that Lathander was so easy
Don't
about
know
this
if
is
that was a
because
lesson there.
he doesn't want to be the god of anything else. He just wants to be god of his own people. That's it.
His little
So-
guys.
Sure, fine. Go help them if they end up in trouble.
Yeah, no way Lathander was tricked. It was definitely solid advice.
Yeah, he knew exactly what was going on. And so with that, each of you have a coin that you can use at any time to gain any kind of a weapon or an item that you might need. But he warns you, wait until you know what it is you need before you cash this thing in.
You see Pavel like throw it in his bag of holding in disgust.
All right. And then, so you guys walk back through the portal into Hammer's Keep.
How's it looking? Is it
Hammer's
occupied?
Keep is occupied. Like, there is some movement going on. So, you walk through?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I mean, this should be my people.
As soon as you walk through, the people are just bustling and moving, and everything's, like, happening, and they don't even really notice you for a few moments. At which point, in the back, you hear, Pavel! Pavel, is that you? Oh my gosh, how did you end up here? How did you find our gate? Where is our breach in our security?
Italian.
As Paracelsus runs up to the top, he's sitting on the shoulders of his giant companion. And he comes to look at you.
I just look at him like 1,000-yard stare, like, you think you could keep us out?
Keep your secrets. Fine. But you tell me later.
Oh yes.
Are you ready for the invasion? We are ready to go and attack. I have been very successful, as have been others. And as you look around, you realize that there's people from Torrent Haven that are running around inside Hammer's Keep. You realize there's people that are from like all parts of
Got like dwarves,
Yeah.
elves, people from up north, and like everybody we've ever helped. is
Yep.
Here.
You can even hear
Avengers assemble!
Yeah, you can even hear in the back room, like the king of the dwarves, like laughing at somebody in the very back as you hear what was her name? Lady Atlas, and she's like berating the dwarf for doing something stupid. But like as you walk around, you start realizing you have people from Torrent Haven. You have people from the mountains of Bird Arger. You have people from the town you guys left at the very end. I gotta zoom out.
Oh, our vampire friends.
Oh no, there are no vampires there.
All the Dampiers?
Oh yes, the Dampiers you see. They were from Water Ridge. You do see some people from Castle Narn, like that whole Narn people. They're there. You see people from Donbury. You even see some of the Ratkin running around that you guys had saved way earlier on. Not a lot of them, since half of them did defect.
Makes sense. Any survivors of the forest for Mithlin come?
Yeah.
The elves.
No. The elves are just almost completely and utterly wiped out for the most part. They're leaving. They're going off back to Forth Farthen, their home. But yeah, you see some very few Elderholden people that are there.
What about
only
the princess from the snow place?
Oh,
And the
yeah.
pirates. And the
And are the pirates here?
Oh, the pirates way up from Broken Tooth. Yes. You see your sister. You see the rabbit guy running around.
Is Adira here?
Joe's sister.
Adira was which one?
the pirate.
Pirate,
chick.
my
You
right.
don't see much
Oh,
response
yes!
from
Yes.
Pavel.
Oh, yeah,
He's
she's
still-
here.
he just
Yeah.
doesn't care
I
about
clock
anything.
her, but I don't say anything.
So you see all these different people of all these different groups, and you get the sense that they're all readying to go to war. Where this stronghold is not that big, it is big enough to hold the leaders of this group as well as outfit people. Many of the dwarves, or you can hear them all in the smithies, and they're all banging away, making different armors and different weapon sets, enchanting different things. Everybody is gearing themselves up for war. What you missed when you left was you
I was
now
watching.
have 2 levels.
Yeah.
So, oh, and a coin.
Is our investigator friend from Foglight here?
Yes.
And Lyria.
What's that?
And Lyria.
Is Lyria here?
Lyria is not with you.
Thank you.
Oh.
You would have expected her to be here, but she's missing.
Oh.
Legion. I'm guessing.
It may very well be that way.
If she's not here.
But you see that Paracelsus runs around and he's saying, hurry, come. You must hear from the leaders of our little rebellion here. It may have grown slightly since we've come.
Tired.
Who's in
Um,
charge, Paracelsus?
Well, that's one of the arguments right now. We're trying to decide who gets the land after we save Elderhold. So you need to come and help us. You're one of the elders, yes?
What land?
Well, Elderhold itself is going to be divvied up unless we can tell them not to do so.
That should be easy.
Yes, I will speak for Elderhold.
Okay. And
Are you
so...
in any state to speak right now?
I just spoke!
That's what I asked. You know what I'm asking?
No, I'm sorry. I snapped at you. You've been there for me lately.
Maeve is also
My
missing.
fault.
Maeve.
I think if you all come, yes, we can make this decision.
Okay. You walk
Maeve's
into...
there too?
No, she
No, Maeve is
As long
gone.
as I get a slice.
Maeve is missing.
good.
Lyria is missing. Darkshade is obviously missing.
Maeve's a woman of action. She's not a woman of planning, so that's fine.
Well, that's very true.
She's still bad.
You walk into the war room that you've used many times up to this point, and as you do, you see all the leaders from all across your adventures for the last 2 years in your time, last 7 years for Pavel, and they're all just standing around the table. As you walk in, they all see you and say, "Well, we're glad that you're finally back. I guess now we can decide what we want to do to retake Elderhold, and what is the price we're willing to pay." And then you hear the dwarfen guy say, Well, obviously, I believe that we should have the holdings all the way down to Willowdale. That's a suitable reward for us going to war on your behalf. So everybody is arguing over who's going to do what, who gets what, and I guess this is where we'll end tonight. As the negotiations begin to rage. But there is a huge army that has been assembled on your guys' behalf, all to storm Elderhold and to get rid of Legion. Anything you guys want to do before we quit?
I would like to rest.
Long rest.
Long rest. A long rest would be lovely.
And so you all find your respective little places to rest. Actually, there's you can do a...
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna sleep good and be in our mansion. No any noises from anybody.
As you go to try to find a space to like put up your mansion, like it's just the door, right? You see like door after door after door after door, and you're like, man, these guys, bunch of cheapskates. So you have to like, it takes you a while to actually find an empty space to throw up your very own door in between like two other doors. Many wizards and things are here to fight, and so
There are
luckily you
many
found a
other
spot.
mansions. You what?
Yeah,
But you take a little bit of satisfaction knowing that your door looks a little bit better than all the
Is
rest
his
of theirs.
mom's door there?
Is whose?
His mom's?
You're not sure. There's a lot.
What's your mom's door
You
look
wouldn't
like?
be surprised.
Ah,
Anything else you guys say before we go to bed?
it's always
Do
different.
we want to
I
buy
mean,
a
no, I
replacement
just-
brew?
Yeah, I'll be in the argument. Of
I would
course.
love a new broom.
Well, hey, there's a bunch of dwarves downstairs building all kinds
Yeah,
of stuff.
I'll ask.
All right.
I'll go downstairs and be like, I had a flying broom and it got disintegrated. Can you make me another one, please? I have money.
And so you start talking to them like, no, we don't have time for this. We have weapons of war, weapons of all these different things. And then you see Pavel walk by, and they're like,
Why?
you're with him? We'll work on something for you. And so you see them all go into the back and start tinkering for building you a new flying contraption. It may or may not be broom-like, but it may help you fly around like you did before.
When we go into the mansion, though, when you first go into the foyer, there's now a giant statue of the family.
Nice.
And then I will take Pavel and take him to a separate room, and there's now like a chapel and this worship area. Of the
Wow, you have changed his tune there. Started off as a joke. And
Now it's serious business.
now we're serious. Put
I mean, we needed it.
Hey,
And
your name on the line for it.
it helps when you
I
know
want to
Business
cast-
you get answers.
Okay.
And I would like to replicate
Osteen.
another
Is this your
spell.
D4?
Okay.
I would like to yes, cast True
No,
Polymorph
I
Okay.
love
on
better
myself
than
to
that.
become an adult gold dragon
Ooh.
until I run out of hit points.
Well, you know, if you turn into an adult green dragon or gold dragon here, they would like kill everybody. It would be too big.
In the mansion, though.
It's not that
But
big.
I can shape
You're talking about
change.
Holstein?
She said,
I'll go
"You'll
somewhere
see,
else to do it.
And I said,
But gold
I lie
dragons
better
can
than
shape
that.
change
Yeah.
Into people again.
into people again.
We'll have to see what happens. We'll check. We'll
Even
do
he would be like,
a
I
first
can
roll when we get
magically
back.
clean these carpets.
Okay.
let
I
the
would
people
have the
in.
wherewithal to leave before turning into an enormous beast.
The last thing that you
Master
guys
Smack is
see,
the real dude. Love that
as you
guy.
guys bed down and start getting yourselves comfortable and things, is that every single one of you now has a very small tattoo, and it's on different parts of your bodies. And as you do, you see that it is a scale. The scale is one that people use to weigh out gold when
The mark
working
is the
with-
From the
merchant.
merchant.
when working with a merchant. And so you can decide where you want to place that little tattoo on your respective bodies, but each of you have it. You have been marked by the great merchant. And on that, we'll see everybody next week. Right? No. Next week we're doing a one shot. The week after, we'll storm Elderhold and see what happens there. So, see you guys next time.